everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Carr out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll turn to the power game and Olawale. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
To throw, it's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. Cook stripped, the ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And some room to roam now. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big run that time by Elliott. 42 yards on the ground. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. on the ground. This is Jalen Richard. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrored.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Oh, good move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Complete to Jason Witten. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They run. Robinson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Prescott now on 2nd down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Prescott from the gun. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On the toss, here's Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Carr to throw. On the screen pass, that's complete. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Carr to throw on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Carr.
He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Carr to throw again. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Now a carry for a 7-year Raider. It's Darren McFadden. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball? You can sense it. Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top. Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Now Carr. his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 10 yards still left on second down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Carr throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Play action. Now it's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. This one from 35 yards away. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Second down, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down, Prescott. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Fresh set of downs here. Prescott yet again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
toss play to Robinson. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Denard Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back. For second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On is the punter, King, to send it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Prescott on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Now Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Prescott to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. A second down throw for Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Running it with their receiver, Cooper. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So we've got a 2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has...
you